Aloha, this is Kimo from Kimo's Ono Grinds. We're going to be making some local Chinese food from the stores that we have here. And if you can come over a little bit closer, sister, we can show you what we're going to do. We're going to take some chicken thighs. You can use breasts, thighs, legs, whatever you can do. We're going to do a Kalbi style. The ingredients, as you can tell, we can, I'm putting it in a bowl. These are all the ingredients that we find here in the mainland. So you don't have to go to an Asian store or anything. You just, put it in a bowl. So please wash your hands after you play with the chicken, because if you don't, salmonella and all that kind of stuff. Brothers and sisters, we're going to be doing that. I can't help it. So then definitely use the towel. Okay, this is a teriyaki sauce. Yes, there are recipes out there for local teriyaki sauce, but for right now, we're just going to do this, because if you can't find all the ingredients, you just need to do something. Put it in a bowl. Sister, come a little bit closer, because we're going to be doing that. This is ginger. Yes, fresh ginger would be the best. Sorry, wrong bottle. Local style, we don't know. So, but just put a little bit of garlic in it, a little ginger. Fresh ginger would be better for Kalbi. This is a Korean barbecue sauce. Just put enough. But like I said, fresh ginger would be best. And then, of course, we're going to do a little bit of garlic, because, garlic is always ono.
The chopped garlic?
Yes, it's chopped garlic. You can get fresh, or you can buy anything in the store. It doesn't matter, as long as you have some garlic. And yes, we're going to do a little salt and pepper.
That's good.
Do that.
Is that Hawaiian salt, brother?
That's Hawaiian salt, sister. Actually from the islands. I brought it home when I went to go get my father. I miss home, so we're going to do that. And a little bit of chili pepper flake. Just because, not too much. You do it to taste. Hopefully this is okay, because my sister, she don't like too much, but we got to put a little bit in. And if that you don't use, just dump it in the sink. Okay? And then you get some tongs, that way you don't have to wash your hands again, because, I hate washing my hands. And you just stir it in like this, and you go like this, because really this would be best on the grill. But, if you don't have a grill, cast iron skillet, that's a grill. But you at least marinate it for a couple hours. Kalbi ribs is ono too. So just get a plastic bag. If you have a butcher, ask them to do the Korean style ribs. But right now we're using our chicken. And we're gonna hopefully don't make a mess. And please have a beverage of choice, whatever you enjoy. And then we're gonna come over to the sink, sister, so I don't make a mess, because I hate cleaning up my own mess. Because you know how husbands are. And we're gonna do that. And we're just gonna put it in that. And if you want a recipe for Kalbi sauce, we can do that. I'll have to give it to you, but this is just something that, I'm just throwing together right now. And see, it's gonna marinate for really good. And then I also gonna do a teriyaki sauce. I'm gonna rinse out my bowl, only because, I'm gonna wash the bowl. I have soap on my sponge, so it's not like, cross-contamination. I just don't like doing dishes. So you're gonna use the rest of the teriyaki sauce that you had, or actually you don't even have to do that. You can just take this, take some whatever kind of chicken you like, because I'm gonna make a stir fry later on with the chicken, and you'll see what ingredients I have for my chicken stir fry. So we just put it in that. Make sure you thaw out the chicken, because it needs to be able to soak it. So that's all I'm doing. And then, like I said, just get this, but we can always give you the recipe for the teriyaki sauce and the Kalbi sauce. And local people, they all know what we got. So just do a little bit of that, a little bit of ginger, just because I like ginger. A little bit of garlic, because I like the garlic too. But this is my own recipe. But you can always do what you want to do to it. So we do that. And then plastic bag, that way you can just throw the bag. And you can always put this on the smoker, the grill, the cast iron skillet, the oven. It don't matter. So just don't worry about that. Aloha. Hi folks, welcome back. This is Kimo. I'm gonna use my wok that I got from a store, obviously. And then I use a one burner because I have electric stove and it just doesn't get hot enough for me. So I use that as a butane. You don't have to do this. Everybody knows how to use a butane. I just put it on there. I add a little oil because I'm going to use some fresh onion and garlic just to, you know, coat it. Also some sesame oil that we bought at the store. You can find this in any grocery store, chain store. If you happen to have, you know, it's whatever you want. This is very strong. Don't put too much in it. Just a little bit because it's very powerful. And I just cut some onions up, you know, red, yellow onion, Spanish onion, whatever one you want to call it. I put it in the pot because you want to get that sizzle because this is a fast cooking dish. I also cook some, I use spaghetti, but if you can find some lo mein, chow mein, wherever you live, great, but I can't find any that's that good that I like, so I just use that. I do put a little bit of garlic in it. I also put a little bit of the ginger that we used before, just because. Fresh ginger is the best, but if you can only find ground, that's okay. Again, you don't want to put too much in it because it is very strong. And I just, because I'm lazy, so I don't cook, cut up my own ginger up. I just get a little bit like that, put it in the bowl. And you want to hear that sizzle. Now you can use metal. I just happen to use wood for this. You want to stir it up a little bit. So just get the flavors done. That's all you need to do. And so, okay. And then you want to put the chicken in, okay? Because like I said, this is a fast cooking thing.
That's teriyaki chicken you made earlier?
This is teriyaki chicken, the 2 breasts that I had. You just want to cut it up into bite-sized pieces. Again, wash your hands like you're always supposed to. Cleanliness in the kitchen is very good. You know, you don't want to have foodborne illnesses. So again, I just use that. Because you want to cook your chicken all the way through. I also put my fan from my stove on just so the smoke doesn't go all over the house. So, and then this should only take a couple of minutes to do. But again, you want to make sure this is all the way cooked through. Now, I also do another shortcut. If you happen to find a good Asian store where you live, you're going to need bok choy, some carrots. Obviously, I put my own onions in. Or you can cheat. I actually use a salad kit. That's an Asian salad kit. It pretty much has everything in it that you need for your vegetable side of your lo mein, chow mein, just depending where you live. That way you don't have to buy ingredients, you know, for that all separately. So you can find this in any grocery store chain here in the mainland. And like I said, it's an easy way to do your vegetables where you don't have to cut everything. And do that. If you do decide to cut everything, always prep your work before you do your wok, only because this is very time consuming. You can't do it as you're cooking. It does come with some salad dressing, some wonton stuff. It's your choice whether or not. The salad dressing actually in this kit is pretty good, but I use it for salad dressing and even the wonton that comes with it, or you can put it in your stuff as well. See, and this is actually pretty good. It comes in like that. And like I said, it's all chopped up. You know, it's an easy way to do that. It's a chopped salad kit. It's an Asian one. Also, what you're going to need is some soyu. I use Aloha soyu. You can use Kikimon, but use the low sodium one just because of the salt content and this. We can always give you recipes to make your own teriyaki sauce and your own Kalbi sauce. If you want that, we can do that as well. It's probably actually better if you make your own, then you can control the sodium that you have. It's not processed. Okay. This is my pasta that I'm using only because I can't find where I live. And of course it sticks, but you know what? Just stick it in the water a little bit. It's not gonna hurt your dish any. Stir it up, make it a little bit looser so you can pour it into your wok. And actually it's the starchy water just like you do spaghetti. And drop it in there. And look for another spatula. Hopefully you can find one. There we go. Actually, or a spoon, it doesn't matter. You know, and then that way you can stir it up. See how it goes like that? You know, it'll look like that. Everything is done. You put it in your salad. You put the whole thing in. So, and you can tell that, you know, it has a little bit of everything in it. And toss that up. Baby bok choy is really good. That's probably what it is. And, okay. And to make the sauce that goes with this, actually I use aloha soyu and some oyster sauce. Again, you can find it pretty much anywhere. Probably a couple tablespoons of oyster sauce and maybe a half a cup of low sodium sauce. Now, you can't, just like any other recipe, you just put a little bit in. You don't want too strong, but you just want enough. So just put a little bit in, see how it works. If you have enough, you don't need to add the whole thing. You kind of want it to have, you know, and if you're confident in doing your stuff, you can be real chefy and go like this. You know, just stir it up. But if you're not chefy or you're not confident in doing it, trust me, I've put a lot of food on the floor doing that, but I have some really good friends that own kitchens that I've worked in, and just to help them out, so you can do that. But that's basically the dish. You know, it's easy Chinese style, lo mein, chow mein. You can put some toasted sesames on it if you want. Some green onion if you want, cut some up at the end as a garnish with the sesame, toasted sesame or just regular sesame, and you can have it. So let it warm up for a little while, and I don't need to add any more sauce because it's good. If you have chopsticks, great. Also, I've made my Kalbi rib chicken. Actually, not ribs, it's chicken. Of course, you always want to taste your food. If you don't have chopsticks, that's fine too. Okay. Well. There you go. Turn your oven off, or your one burner off, and dinner is served. You can also make rice. Rice, I use a rice cooker. They're not that expensive. Actually, I would do that wherever you live is better than the minute rice or the, you know, even the microwavable rice. It's really simple to do. That's another video that we can show you on how to make rice in a rice cooker. It just tastes better to me. So this is how the chicken will look when you're done. It's the same knife that I had before. Well, not before, but the same tong, so I'm not like cross-contaminating. And this is how it will look when it's done. And then you actually get the grill marks and everything, and the chicken is done, and it's ready to eat. Well, thank you again. Recipes will be on our website or in our YouTube thing. If you have any questions, please give me a holler. I look forward to comments. If you know something that I don't, I'm always looking to do new things, and we're gonna not just do Chinese food, but we're gonna do Italian and a bunch of other things. Aloha from Kimo's Ono Grinds. Aloha, folks. Like this video and subscribe to my channel for notifications. Aloha.